Imagine Sarah nervously waiting at a cafe in San Francisco. She's late to her third date with Dan, a guy she met on a dating app. Minutes stretch into what feels like forever. Why does she feel so jittery, so unsure? It's not just about Dan. Something deeper is at play, patterns wired inside her since childhood, shaping every flutter and hesitation in her heart. What if love isn't just chemistry or fate, but a science we can decode? Stick around, because this story uncovers exactly how your attachment style scripts your romantic fate. Let's unravel the mysterious DNA of love, attachment styles. Their fingerprints, invisible but powerful, tracing back to your earliest bonds and defining how you connect, or don't, with others. Sarah's story kicks off in that San Francisco cafe. She texts Dan, her heart pounding. Despite his warm smile on previous dates, she's gripped by a sudden panic. Will he lose interest if I seem too eager? That question tugs at her endlessly, a classic hallmark of anxious attachment. But why does she feel this way? It's the ghost of past rejections whispering. Just then, Dan arrives, smiling, unaware he's about to challenge everything she fears. Attachment styles work like personal thermostats controlling your emotional temperature in relationships. Think of it as a dance floor with three main rhythms: secure, anxious, and avoidant. The secure folks groove easily, staying in sync. The anxious dancers crave closeness, often stepping on toes in their rush to connect. Avoidants keep their distance, wary of getting too close. These rhythms stem from our primal need to feel safe, wired deeply since childhood, tuning our love lives more than we realize. Knowing your attachment style isn't just self-knowledge, it's transformational. People like Sarah who recognize their anxious attachment can start to rewrite their story, from reactive tensions to intentional calm. It's like switching from a roller coaster to a smooth ride. The surprising insight? Love isn't fixed script, it's a dance you can learn to lead or follow with confidence, turning vulnerability into true connection. Now here's where things get sticky. Ever notice how opposites attract or implode? Enter the anxious avoidant trap, a dynamic dance with the power to sabotage even the best match. Tom met Emma at a NYC bookshop. He's avoidant, fiercely independent, loving his space. Emma craves closeness and reassurance, typical anxious traits. Every time Emma reaches out, Tom pulls away. When he withdraws, she chases harder. This push-pull played out like a dramatic tango, intense, confusing, exhausting. Their love felt less like a union and more a battlefield, until they stumbled on the secret script behind their chaos. Anxious and avoidant attachment styles are like opposite poles of a magnet. The anxious partner is drawn in by a magnetic force, pulling ever closer, crying for connection. The avoidant partner feels the pressure and instinctively pushes away to protect themselves, like a magnet snapping back. This dynamic isn't personal sabotage, it's biology in motion, an evolutionary dance designed to keep us safe, though it often misfires in adult romance. The breakthrough comes when you realize this trap isn't a curse, but a pattern to spot. Through therapy or honest conversations, couples like Tom and Emma can surface the invisible wires pulling them apart. By naming the cycle, they take control, learning to soothe their attachment anxieties and honor each other's boundaries, turning the dance into a partnership, not a battleground. Secure attachment might sound like a boring label, but it's the secret sauce for love that lasts. What makes it so powerful? Let's peek inside this rare emotional toolkit. Jesse and Max had a rough patch after moving in together in Denver. Max got overwhelmed with work, Jesse felt neglected. Instead of spiraling, Jessie reminded herself of something she learned about secure attachment. It's not about perfection, but trust. She calmly expressed her feelings without blame. Max responded in kind. This moment of stability didn't just save their weekend. It laid groundwork for a new chapter, proof that secure attachment is more than a label, it's a relationship superpower. Think of secure attachment as your relationship's emotional home base, like a lighthouse on a rocky coast. People with this style trust that no matter the storm, arguments, distance, tough days, they can count on safety and support in each other. This security lets partners explore, grow, and repair without fear. It's the rare but resilient foundation most relationships secretly crave, even if they don't realize it. What's transformative? You don't have to be born with secure attachment to get these gifts. The book shows that with intentional practice, kind communication, self-soothing, and reliable rituals, you can cultivate security within yourself and your relationship. It's like upgrading your emotional software, turning on features that make love not just survive, but thrive. Your past isn't past. The lingering echoes of childhood attachment shape your adult relationships, sometimes in ways you won't believe until you see it clearly. Amir Levine recounts a patient, James, who struggled with repeated breakups. Digging deeper, they uncover that James lost his mother at age 7 and was emotionally neglected by his father. These early wounds etched an anxious avoidant pattern deep into his brain's circuits. Whenever intimacy grew, James' body flooded with stress hormones, triggering the same old flight reflexes from childhood, long before Dan or Sarah ever entered his life. Your brain is a record player, spinning the same emotional tunes you first heard as a kid. Those neural circuits, forged by early caregivers' responsiveness or absence, form the foundation for how you seek love and safety. Like grooves etched in vinyl, these emotional routines play without conscious thought, making us dance the same steps, often to our own heartbreak. Here's the big payoff. When you shine the flashlight of awareness on these patterns, they lose their power. Understanding your brain's wiring rewrites the rules. Like James learned, therapy and mindful reflection can help forge new neural grooves, ones that lead to secure attachment instead of old fears. Freedom isn't fantasy, it's a science-backed reality. If love feels like driving blind, attachment theory hands you the GPS. It decodes signals, warns of pitfalls, and lights the way to lasting connection. Let's set the course. Remember Sarah and Dan? Dan's secret weapon is his secure attachment style. When Sarah's anxiety flares, Dan responds with calm reassurance instead of pulling away. Their relationship blossoms not because they're perfect, but because Dan's steady presence reboots Sarah's nervous system. It's like he's her emotional anchor, a living antidote to her insecurities, subtly rewriting her attachment code with every patient gesture. Attachment styles aren't chips you're born with and never change. Think of them like software updates. While the base code stays, new experiences, relationships, and intentional growth provide patches and upgrades. You might keep anxious wiring, but a secure partner or therapy adds new apps that help manage emotions better. So attachment styles adapt, molding over time, but don't just disappear overnight. The takeaway: use attachment theory as your own love GPS. When emotions run high or confusion strikes, pause and ask, what style am I running on? Is this my anxious autopilot firing? Does my partner need space? This self-awareness rewrites arguments into conversations and lockdowns into breakthroughs. The book's core gift is practical science you can apply daily to steer your heart more wisely. Back in that San Francisco cafe, Sarah's anxiety didn't vanish overnight, but awareness gave her something new: choice. Instead of running from those old attachment ghosts, she began to see them for what they were: patterns, not destiny. Your heart's script is written in childhood, yes, but the pen is in your hand now. Try this. Next time you feel that anxious flutter or defensive push, pause, name it, that's my attachment style talking. Then breathe. It's a small step, but a giant leap toward love that lasts. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.